Hi, I'm Tracy Soffra and I work with career-minded professional women. And for too long, women have been told they're not good with numbers, they can't manage money, and one day someone's ultimately going to come and rescue them. And I'm here to dispel that myth once and for all. Today I'm here to kind of give you a little bit of feedback in terms of how I'm feeling with what's going on, and each night hearing the news and my life surrounded by, like every one of you, about the coronavirus. And you know, to be quite honest, I've struggled with the things that I'm talking about, wondering whether they're of any value given what's going on in the world, and you know, do I proceed down this path, and been a bit uncomfortable about it all. But what I've come to realize is this is the best time, if any time, to actually be talking about all of these things. There is no better time to talk about all of these things that I teach and I so passionately believe in. So today I'm going to talk about setting goals. And you know, everybody talks about setting goals. I know, you know, there's 1,000,001 theories out there, and there's 101 ways of doing it, and thousands of people have written about it. But I'm just going to share with you what I do. I'm just going to share my stuff. It may not be the best stuff, but it's the stuff that works for me, and I want to share with you how I do it, how I teach it, and you know, the results I've been getting with the women that I work with, and how it's absolutely life-changing if it's done right. And how is it done right? It's kind of a 3-step process for me. And again, with me, the most important thing is the journey of self-discovery, and it seems to be the hardest place to start, which is bizarre, really, isn't it, when you think about it? Because how is it so hard to understand who you are? Well, funnily enough, it seems to be the biggest roadblock for most women, because they can't forge forward past that point. So understanding self is where everything needs to start from. And so when I'm talking about setting goals, the very first thing I start with in order to understand thyself is why. You know, why do you do what you do? What is your purpose and direction? That purpose will give you that direction in life. But we all have reasons for doing what we do, and unearthing that why is probably the most powerful thing you can do before you even start madly writing 1,000,001 things on a bit of paper of what you want. Because let me just highlight one thing to you. Writing goals for the sake of writing goals and thinking they're goals, because it can be quite detailed, but let me just go back to the start. You need to make sure that they're actually representative of you, that they're real and they're not superficial. And what I mean by superficial is, just because somebody's bought a new car or had a holiday or had a house or had a career or whatever it is that they're doing, doesn't mean it's right for you. And this is why it's incredibly important to understand who you are at your very core. And if you've been watching these videos, you'll know that I keep coming back to that one step. It seems to be the overarching theme of what I talk about all the time. But without that, you can't honestly move forward. You can't move forward and get the results you want unless you unearth that key factor. And so in terms of the context of doing goals, you need to find out who you are at your core. And you've got to watch. This was life-changing for me. If you haven't watched Simon Sinek, Start With Why, do yourself a favor and watch it. I think I've watched it probably 5-6 times, and I reckon I could watch it once a day, because it is so powerful and it gets you going, oh my God, like this. So he talks about, we all know what we do, right? What do we do? Well, you know, what do? I do financial planning, yeah? But why do I do it? So many people know what they do and how they do it. You know, what do you do? How do you deliver that service? But why do you do it? Have you ever asked yourself the question, why do you do what you do? I do it because I passionately believe in the economic and social and all sorts of empowerment for women. That's why I do it. I do it because I want to create change in the world. I do it because I want to encourage, inspire, educate, and prop up and tell women that they can and they will and they've got it, and I'm right behind them. That's my passion. That's why I do it. So I need you to unearth why you do what you do. What is your why? Not necessarily in your profession, but in life. So watch that video. Watch the long version. It's actually better than the short version. There's quite a number of them, but watch the full 20-minute. I think it's a 20-minute version. It's life-changing. And you may not get it once. You know, you're probably going to have to watch things and do these things quite a number of times, but it's absolutely important. It's the first step. Once you start scratching around the surface, and again, there may be some discomfort in this, but remember what I say about discomfort and frustration. On the other side is massive growth. So you need to go through this process. Nothing worth achieving is done easily, otherwise everyone would do it. So start with why. Why do you do what you do? What is your purpose and direction in life? Because that will lead you down that path. Then what you've got to do is you've got to do a values questionnaire, a values exercise of some sort. I do this in my program, obviously. There's a lot of them online. What do values mean? Well, values are what you live your life by. They are representative of you. They are who you are, what you stand for, what are your not negotiables. They are your values. They are at your very core, and they are what drives your behavior. You react and you respond, and you are the person you are based on your values, and that is what's important to me. What do I believe in? What do I live by? What are my core values as a person right now? Knowing why, knowing my why, knowing my values are incredibly powerful before you even start writing on a bit of paper what you want. Because goals are what you want. Who am I? What do I want and why do I want it? You know, these questions are incredibly powerful. And when you finally unearth your why and discover your values, you're ready now. You're actually ready to set goals. But the process of setting goals is quite detailed if you actually want to get results. You know, setting goals isn't just about writing a number of things on a bit of paper and going, oh, that looks lovely, great, let's just pack that away, and away we go with our lives. You know, setting goals has to have an action sheet. I love action sheets. I'm going to share the details with you tomorrow, but I just want you to think about the concepts today. Writing goals, setting goals is a process. It's not hard. It's really simple. I'm going to share the details with you tomorrow, but I want you to think about it, and I want you to digest this, and I want you to watch this video as many times as you like. Watch Simon Sinek before tomorrow. Do a values questionnaire. What's a values questionnaire? Again, as I said, you can get an up-to amount of values dumped on a bit of paper, and you select what's really important to you. Try and narrow it to your top 5 if you can. And make sure you eliminate ones that are similar to each other, so you don't have, you know, 2 of the same sort of thing, and make sure you're selecting which one is more representative than the other. So do that groundwork. Do that before tomorrow, and we will go into detail about how to set actual goals. And the actual goals will then be a process. And if you commit to that process, and if you commit to self-belief and self-growth, on the other side of that, I promise you, is unlimited happiness, fulfillment. Whatever you're looking for, it is limitless on the other end, but you've got to do the work. So this is not a New Year's resolution. This is a life choice. This is choices that we make as grown-ups. We're grown-ups now, remember? We get to choose, we get to decide, and we are totally responsible for ourselves and our own actions. And we need to get back in the driver's seat. So in these times of uncertainty, where we're all feeling absolutely out of control, not knowing what is coming, this is one way to take charge and take control of your life. Because when this is over, and I promise you it will be over, everything starts and ends, and we come out of it differently. Your choice how you want to come out of this. If you want to do the work now and achieve the goals that you so desperately want to have in life, here's your chance. Here's your chance to do that, because when we all come out of this together, out of this incredibly uncertain times, gut-wrenching moments, watching the news, I tear up every time because it's gut-wrenching for me. But I urge you to take this time and know that when we come out the other end, that you're going to have some powerful goals that you've hopefully already started implementing. But it puts the control back in your hands, and I think having a sense of control and acting is an incredible way of taking charge back of your life and feeling that you have some control over something. So here it is, I'm giving it to you. Take the leap, take the charge, take your life into your own hands. And tomorrow, let's talk about the structure and how to set goals. I'm Tracy Soffra. I work with career-minded professional women. Please like this page so you listen to me each day, and I'd love to share everything that I do, everything that I am, is what I want to share, so it helps every other person on the planet. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Look out for my program. It is coming soon, and I would love for you to get early access to that. That is going to be incredible and life-changing. If you love the stuff I'm talking about, you're absolutely going to love this program. Have a great day, and I can't wait to share the process with you tomorrow.